Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Asad and welcome back to this series of Learning Python for Everyone. I hope you're all doing well and enjoying these videos. In the last few videos, we have covered quite a bit about list. We have said how to make a list, how to add list, and how to slice a list. In this video, we'll learn different features of a list such as append, remove, and so on and so forth. So let's start with the append function. Now what append does is basically it just add one element to the end of the list. Such as if I want to add the next name of the Imam after Imam Bakir, which is Imam Jafar, all I would do is I'll do Imam dot append and then whatever I want to add, such as Imam Jafar. If I do that and try to print the new list of Imam, you would notice something. So if I run this, do you see Imam Ali all the way to Imam Bakir, but also after Imam Bakir, it added another element of Imam Jafar. So what it does is it takes the element within these brackets and add it towards the very end of the list, right? So this is how you can use append. Now, if I want to remove it, let's say I have added another of this. Maybe I added a wrong name, let's say. Let's say I added this just Imam in the end. If I run this, do you see I added an Imam here, which is wrong. So how do I remove that? Now there are two ways of removing the last object. One is this remove element, which is just writing remove instead of append, and then simply doing this one, run this function. Oops, it says X is not in the list. Oh yes, sorry. I need to add it first, imam.append. Remember, when I rerun the script, it will do it all way from the very start till the end. And I removed my Imam one. So if I add it and then print it and another one, remove it. And this time I'll remove the Imam and I'll use another print function so we can see the differences. Now let's run this one. So you will notice that in the first one, I'm using append function, right? So when I use the append function, it adds Imam in the end. But if I use the remove function, it removes that particular element. And it doesn't matter where that element is. Let's say if I want to remove Imam Hussein in there, all I need to do is just write in the remove function Imam Hussein and it will automatically do it for me. Now, let's say I wanted to find out how many Imam Ali are there in this particular list. Well, just by looking at it, I can tell it's just one. But let's say if you had more than one element, how would you do that? You could simply use imam dot count of what element you want to find. So Imam Ali, right? And then let's run this out. I need to print this as well. Sorry, print Imam count. And there you go. Oops, T missing there. There you go. It says there is only one element of Imam Ali in there. So let's say if I put something that is not even in the list, let's see what happens. 0. That there is no element with the name Imam, because remember in the last line we already removed the Imam. So in the last list there's no Imam. It also tells you another thing. It doesn't check specific text within a text. It only checks the whole text as one element. So even though Imam is written as part of one text, but Python stored this whole thing as Imam Ali. So it is trying to copy the exact phrase of Imam in this whole element. Even though it is present within that text, it is not the whole text, so it returns 0. Now, another thing that we could do is finding out the length of the list. How do I do that? Simply, do you see, if you have noticed that every function comes after the list, so imam dot append, imam dot remove, imam don't count. The length function, however, comes first. So you would have to write length and then imam and then try to print it out. There you go. It says it contains 5 elements, and that's true as well. 1 element, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? The next one is sort. All you do is, well, in this case you wouldn't find the difference because every element is starting with I. But let's say if it weren't and we create another small list uh, with elements A, D, E, Z, and C, and I want to print it out. And the next thing that I want to print out is the sorted one. So all I'll do is write the list dot sort and then bracket open, bracket close. That's the syntax of it. Just writing the sort after the list. So let's see what it prints. So in this one, all I need to do is, sorry, not use the print function, just do the sort and then print the list. You can't do on the same line. And we'll discuss later on why not, but for now, just let's do this one. So if you notice, the first list, the original list was A, D, E, Z, and C. In the other one, it sorted it alphabetically, A, C, D, E, C. So this is how you use the sort function, which is dot sort, bracket open, bracket close. Remember, you can't make it equal to a variable. So let's say if I want to write sorted list and make it equal to whatever the output is here, and I print this one and run this, it will give me an error. Do you see? None. That is why it wasn't allowing me to print this one as well, because sometimes a function does not return anything on its own, but rather affect the original list, which in this case it affected the original list rather than giving you output from this particular feature. But more on that later on. For now, let's say if I want to insert something specific, so let's remove these ones and let's say go back to this particular function remove. Let's say I wanted to remove Imam Hassan in the list, and if I run this one, you will notice that now I don't have Imam Hassan in the last updated list. What if I wanted to add specific element on this point? All I'll do is I'll do Imam dot insert. Now it's saying at what position do you want to insert in. Remember, we start with 0, so we want it to be not the 0 position but on the 1 position. So 1, and then all I'll do is add the element of Imam Hassan. Let's print this list. Oops, print Imam, and let's see what it does. As I suspected, Imam Ali, Imam Hussein was there, but in the next one, Imam Ali, Imam Hassan, and Imam Hussein. So it added this particular element at the first position of the list. The only thing you have to be careful is Python doesn't start with 0, it doesn't start with 1, it starts with 0. So this was 0 and this was position 1. And the last one is, let's say I still have Imam in the end, right? But I want to remove it. So all I'll do is I can either use the remove function or I can say Imam dot pop. What it does, it just removes the last element. The remove function, however, allows you to remove any element in a list. The pop function just allows you to remove the last one. So if I run this, you notice that there is no Imam in the end. So these are some of the very commonly used techniques that you can do I would give you a few seconds to pause the video and then try all of these given in the list and see how it works for you. Well done to those who have managed to do it. For those who could not, please write a comment below and tell me what was the problem so we can discuss it together and see where the problem is and debug the code together. Till then, take care, keep practicing, and goodbye.